All right, guys, today I'm going to answer a question around mastery. I got a question that said, what should a man master? I'd start off by saying that I feel like it would be easy to argue what mastery actually means. So I'm not going to go very deeply into mastery and what it means, but I do think there's a few things that every individual, man or woman, should be working on for their entire life and constantly getting better at and better at and better at as they go down whatever path they're on. The first one is mind and body. And I say mind and body together because I think one is always kind of a little bit prerequisite to the other. However, if the second is done, the first can find clarity. And so I said mind first, and so I'll start there. If you have your mind right, you should be able to put yourself in a situation where you are able to get yourself to the gym, exercise, and create more clarity in your mind for yourself. This said, physical fitness is one of the most important things you'll ever do. People treat you completely differently. It creates mental health. It creates a place that allows you to be very, very present. But for that reason, I think it's substantially better than meditation, just my opinion. It creates a presence around you of strength and discipline. Studies show that people think you're more intelligent if you're in shape. There's all kinds of evidence of why your physical body and your mind should be the first thing that you work on above anything else. And I absolutely believe that. If somebody asked me, should I get in shape or start a business first, I would absolutely tell them to get in shape first. It will be easier in every way. It will allow you to have energy to go and get the competencies you need. It will allow you energy when you get rocked, and you are gonna get fucking rocked, I promise you. In business, you're gonna take punches that you do not see coming, so you better be physically fit to be able to take on that stress. And if you think those two things don't line up, you're gonna be in trouble, a lot of trouble. So number one is your mind and your body. You gotta handle that. I'm putting them together as a package, but those two things need to be handled. All right, number two, financial literacy. I don't care what you're doing in your life. Well, even if you don't own a business, it does not matter. Financial literacy is something that you should be studying, working on, trying to become better at, trying to become top level out, trying to master your entire life. I don't care if you don't want to own a business. I don't care. You need to understand how your mortgage works, how the banking system works, how the Fed works, why interest rates rise, what things happen right before interest rates rise. Why would somebody give you a 2% loan? All of these things. Why would somebody not make you put any money down on a big purchase? You know, you need to understand, because if not, you can get taken advantage of. Most times, poor people are the ones that get taken advantage of when it comes to financial literacy. They sign credit card with interest rates of 20-something%, or they borrow money at some crazy high percent because they had no money down. And then at the end of the amortization on the loan, they're just getting railed. Get financially literate. You can change your life, and you can change people's lives around you by understanding how taxes, finances, balance sheets, stocks, the Fed, the government, the whole thing, the whole system works. That is something you should never stop studying, especially as regulations and laws change. It's going to be one of the most powerful things that you can have with you as far as a competency in your life that you could ever have, is to understand finance and how these things work. I am constantly myself trying to get better. I'm looking for things I don't know. And I can tell you, in my life, since I've been looking to understand these things, I have found things left, right, and center that I did not know, I did not understand, and then slowly the dots started coming together. And even now, it's something I study almost every day. whether it's studying about how it all ties into each other on an international level, or how tax laws might change and what effects those tax laws might have on me, my business, my property, myself as an individual, as a citizen of the United States. All of those things. I cannot stress enough. Becoming financially literate is a very, very, very big deal. You absolutely should study it all the time, because there's a lot of moving pieces to it, and there's even psychology that comes into play when you get down to the granular of an individual making just simple transactions, and why their credit score is the way it is, or why your credit score is the way it is, what you can do about it, and just how the overall system works. So, mindset and fitness, financial education. Number 3, whatever you choose to be competent in, you should master and constantly be working on mastering, as long as you're in that business or you have an opportunity to make money in that business. I chose metal buildings and subcontracting, commercial and industrial subcontracting. Understand how contracts work, what's retainage, what's a lien release, why does a lien release exist, how does the insurance work, do I need a $5 million umbrella? If I do, is that a change order? Should I be able to ask for a change order? What if somebody short pays an invoice? What happens if somebody doesn't pay me at all and I have to lien a project? What does that look like? Should I take a $20,000 loss or try to sue a guy? Often cases you take the loss. All these things come from trying to master the competency of the game. So whatever game you're in, finding the mentors, understanding why to take a $20,000 loss. The truth is, it's going to cost you more in the long run. Just whatever those things are in your area of expertise that you choose, you should constantly be trying to master them all the way up to the highest level that is out there. And it doesn't even mean you have to go to that level. It might mean a pivot where the people that were mentoring you are all of a sudden your customers. You might find a gap. You need to understand on a very deep level every avenue of whatever it is that you choose to become competent in, so you are super valuable, but not just valuable, irreplaceable. You do those 3 things, you will have a very high chance of being very successful in this world. I don't care what the competency is. You get in shape and get your mind right, get emotionally intelligent and physically fit, people will treat you in ways that money can't buy. If you can understand finance, how the banks work, how the government works, number 1, you'll impress the fuck out of people. Number 2, you'll be able to help yourself and others that you care about find ways to get out of the trap and the rat race that is the current setup of the educational system, and how taxes are set up, and how people go into debt, and how people basically get preyed upon by financial institutions and work the rest of their life being a slave to the debt that they've set up because they weren't educated in what the fuck they were doing. And then number 3, whatever you choose to do, just fall in love with it, man. And study it, get mentors, get multiple mentors on multiple subjects. Never get 1 mentor for a subject, get 3 for each subject. You want an accounting mentor? Get 3. You want a plumbing mentor? Get 3. Because sometimes you don't want to burn a simple question on a huge contact. You want to burn a little bullshit question that you need real quick on one of your smaller contacts. So create those networks, become competent, become obsessed with mastering whatever it is you're competent in, get your head right, understand the money game, and you're gonna have a good ride. So I hope this helps, and remember, man, you got this. I'll be making more of these videos. If you want to hear more from me, join my email list. I'm sending emails out every day, and I'll see you on the next one.